And then now coming back, transitioning back, I had to do my NCAs. I had 5 NCAs to do. They were all online. None of them were in person just because, again, of the COVID protocol. I don't foresee it ever going back in person. I think it just makes more sense to do them online. The only downfall of that is that only 2 are offered per month. So,
Yeah, so how long did that take you, the process in total?
yeah. So for me, I took my first one in March and I got my certification in September. I took my last one in July. So from March to July, I also didn't do them back to back to back. Like I know a lot of people just did them within the first 3 months.
Everything. Yeah, yeah.
For me, because as I was saying, I didn't have any legal experience. So I wanted to be able to get legal experience while I did my NCA because I needed to show something in order for me to be employable after the fact. And so for a lot of people, they were able to just not work and they just solely focused on the NCAs and did the back to back. For me, I worked a full-time job. So I worked with Legal Aid BC and I was able to work as a lawyer support representative, which is in direct relationship to working with other lawyers and being able to get a lot of advice. And I was able to meet a lot of lawyers that worked at Legal Aid who also provided me a lot of guidance and help and just connections. It was a very social and great place to work because a lot of individuals and a lot of lawyers that work at legal aid, they genuinely want to give back to their community and they have a really strong sense of like wanting to help people. And I think those individuals are always wanting to provide you guidance or help in any capacity that you want. And so for me, working at Legal Aid was a great experience. I did that alongside studying for the NCA. So it's not impossible to do a full-time job and still do the NCAs. I did I did one in March. I think I did 2 at some point in May, and I think I did the last 2 in August. Um, and I was able to pass in the first instance, so that's why it was a little bit quicker for me, maybe than as opposed to had I not. I also had to do the writing course, and this is something that's really important. A lot of people don't like the writing course, and I totally understand that. I thought the writing course was really beneficial for me personally because as someone that wasn't really aware of how to, like, you obviously get a glimpse of that in law school, but knowing how to produce different types of documents is always great. And you were able to practice that in the legal writing course.
So
So
the legal method or strategy to writing legal documentation for, yeah.
yeah, because like Daniel, I didn't really have experience being a paralegal, right? So
Mhm,
I hadn't
mhm.
worked in an in-office situation where I could do legal research in terms of on a case or on a matter. So that provided me a little bit of that experience of what articling would look like.